Nick, get us in. We're 6 minutes late.
We're floundering.
We're so late for Millman.
Yeah, true.
And Temer. Okay.
Who doesn't like Summer?
All right.
Hey, guys.
Mr. Underground's here.
Oh, we do have Mr. Underground. Okay, here we go.
My favorite man.
I'm sure Raleigh is lurking as well.
I'm sure he is. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. I'm your host, Nick. Here's the friends, minus Brian, who's out. Okay, so John asked me to get in because we're late.
We're in. Good job.
We're in.
What are we doing today, Nick?
We're in. Well, first I want to ask, how's everybody doing? Great. Awesome. Glad to hear it. So, moving on. I'm really punchy today because I got approved for some FMLA, which starts on Monday, and I just have to get through 2 more days of work, and I am just like, I gotta get there.
Nice.
So, but really, how is everyone else doing?
I binge watched an entire anime that was okay in the first half, and then got really weird in the second half.
Oh my god.
But overall, good experience.
Thank you for not narrowing it down at all.
Yeah, so we have...
I mean, I can tell you about it if you want.
Just tell us the name.
Look it up.
Let's just...
It's called 86 from A1 Studios. It's basically robot spiders and dealing with death and racism of the anime. Highly recommend skipping the second part.
I love that for 20 minutes we were talking about Clive Owen and John was like, get us in, we're done talking about shows, and he immediately proceeded to talk about a show.
You asked me how I was.
That's true.
Andy, how are you?
I'm good. I installed blinds and continued to unpack shit today. So credit to Nick, who was our instrument of success in making the move possible. So
I literally did very little
for helping carry stuff. It was everything.
Okay, well,
Nick went with me to the transfer center to be saturated in trash smell and throw a bunch of shit away, and he's a hero. So
good job.
Thank you. You bought me a good sandwich and some beer, so worth.
Yep.
Shannon.
That's the cost of moving. Shannon.
The cost of moving is a sandwich and a beer. Jesus, so much cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I'm doing good. I was sick last week, but I am on all of the medicine now, and I am here. So yeah.
Well, glad to have you back.
I missed y'all.
Brand names or generics?
Oh, always generic.
Okay.
It was like $10, and I'm on like 3 or 4 different types of pills. I wish I was exaggerating. I wish I could show you my receipt. It was literally $10. I was like, this is fucking dope. So yeah, generic all the way.
Hey John, is Pepto-Bismol brand name or generic? You're the expert.
Pepto-Bismol is brand name, yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's the one exception, because like, what's the generic brand of Pepto-Bismol? Just like...
Doesn't even have a name.
Anything with fucking baking soda tablets in it.
True. Tums.
Or wait.
This is brand name.
Or that's what I meant. I meant Tums, and I said Pepto. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Tums is superior.
The off-brand is just chalk.
It's all the same. It's all the same shit.
It's just calcium.
Baking soda stabilized in chalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the top sell. You know, guys, my stream is actually unironically powered by Tums. My camera is sitting on a Tums bottle right now as a stand. I'm not joking.
John, why haven't you sought sponsorship from them by now?
I have. I love them.
Why haven't you secured sponsorship?
Because, look, I have a Tums in the background as well.
It's always product placed.
It's product placement. I would not be alive without something.
John takes one too many in a given time period.
Look, you think I'm kidding, guys? I'm gonna hold my camera. This is the Tums bottle that it sits on. I'm not joking.
I want to see you peel your walls back, and your whole fucking house is just like made up of like stacked Tums bottles and glue.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello. Hey, Soul Crusher. Hey, Mr. Underground. We're just goofing and giggling right now, because we don't have like a major session plan since Brian's out. But I did have a moment of inspiration where I just imagined John as that character in Community who changes his name to Subway, except it's John Tumjin Master.
I love it so much.
Get us into the game, Nick.
Okay. All
I
right.
think Britta and he would hit it off real good.
All right. Let's get our country village audio going and get rid of this rain, because it is not actively raining in Gallarhall, which is where you all are. You all are in the city of Gallarhall, capital of, well, really the only city of the orc people. Oh, this is way too pleasant. Hang on. We gotta do medieval.
God forbid we have a little light in our lives.
No, fuck it. So you all are investigating the death of the curator, leader of the orc people, Emerus Iris, as well as your very, very good friend Carnal. And we've got a long list of suspects. We've got a long list of people to talk to. We've got a long list of places. But we're not going to recap that because I don't think we're going to focus on that today. I think there is a pause in the investigation where you all are like catching up with each other and sharing notes. But I think you all are like hungry and need to take a little bit of a break. And you know, you've compared notes and you just want like this moment of respite to get your mind just off the investigation and onto anything else. These orc people, why are they putting this investigation on you? You know, and where the hell is Merrick? Like, he's supposed to be leading this thing and he can't even be bothered to catch up at the allocated time and place. So you all are in like the town square, which has lots of like benches and like scenery and people watching and like cultural and community stuff going on. And you all have sought out some street vendor food. What are each of you eating today for lunch?
Fuck, what do orcs have? What's their favorite food?
Oh, orcs' favorite food?
Yeah, what's the local delicacy?
I think I know Shannon is probably aware of what this is, but Andy and I know Brian nope. I know John is definitely not aware of what this is, but Andy, have you heard of Cafe Yum?
Cafe Yum?
Yes.
Nice.
They have location they have a location in Seattle.
Is this one of these things from Oregon?
Yes, it is one
First
of
of
these
all,
things.
how dare you?
Got it.
So
It's so delicious.
they have like rice bowls basically. They've got like some brown rice, some beans, they like dice up some tomatoes, they put like
Luckily, there's
green
only
onion in there.
4,000 other restaurants in Seattle that
Yeah.
serve essentially rice bowls.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you ever heard of a chipotle?
Yeah, it's basically that, but without like taco-esque stuff. It instead has a very delicious, savory like garbanzo bean and soybean sauce on it. But it's just got a bunch of lovely fresh ingredients in the rice. You know, maybe there's some chicken, maybe there's some beef, maybe there's just like straight up garbanzo beans. I think the orc people are largely like into fresh, easily renewable resources. So like poultry and livestock. Yeah, we could use those for meat, but you know, why not just like produce eggs and milk with those instead? Those are more sustainable. So like beans, I think is the primary delicacy here. But if you want to pay a little extra scratch, you can get some meat if you want in your rice bowls. Otherwise, name something else that you've ordered or found.
A rosary chicken. An entire baked chicken.
Did you say a
So-
rosary?
You said a rosary chicken.
A rosary.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
you want to
rosemary
sit there and do
in it.
your
My bad.
prayers on
I'm
each piece
tired.
of chicken.
All
That
right,
would
we're
be
playing the He
amazing.
Misspoke game. You're all on notice, okay? Don't you dare fuck up again. All right. Who's
Somebody's
next,
doing
fuckers?
spicy.
I think Basil will be really turned off by the like super religious, like covered in crosses chicken place that that Wick went to. That's like all chains and crosses and just chicken rotating. Wouldn't a cross in an oven have kind of a KKK vibe to it? I don't know. I am scared by this place. So like,
John, you're on even more notice right now.
Jesus Christ.
so
Here comes the
the-
Catholic Church.
We're getting
Yeah.
canceled, yo.
Yeah, well,
Us and
they
our
know what they
20
did.
followers.
Basil's very creeped out by this restaurant, and he wanders down the road to a curry spot, and
nice.
is really tempted by the goat curry, and looks over at Chives to make sure it's okay, and Chives is like, "Yeah, it smells good." So Chives doesn't care about the eating of lower beings. So
Oh my god, especially after that game of Goat Crashers. Fuck.
In which I believe we learned that it canonically Chives is made up of several goat spirits that, combine into one being of other powers.
Is it like Power Rangers, but with a goat?
It's like Voltron,
no.
but with a goat.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
I think,
like Digimon, you know?
But with a
Something like-
goat.
Where do they fuse? I don't remember. Fuck TV shows.
It's like Super Saiyans, but a goat.
There we go.
I think Cacophony is just going to look around for like wherever there's fresh meat and be like, give me the offal. Give me the innards of whatever that beast was that you're cooking and put it on a stick.
All
and
right.
that's what she's eating.
You definitely. I love the idea of like, or with traditional orc and in fantasy. I love the idea of an orc like judging you for wanting just a stick of meat as they eat their like rice bowl.
You're right.
Raw. It's raw. It
Oh,
can be. It's just. It's this shit that they don't want because she's a carrion eater. You know.
fair
Whatever
enough.
they're gonna
Give
like
it
throw
to
away as
her raw.
scraps. Yeah. And, like whatever's in that bucket that you're throwing away because it's like guts and innards and stuff. Like put that on a stick and then put that on a plate of rice and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That will be what I eat.
Sounds pretty good.
Is it
And
right
Chives
bad for birds?
not for
Well,
crows and carrion eaters. Oh, rice.
Mhm.
raw. I think if it's raw rice, yeah. And I think that's if you.
That's why you
I
shouldn't
think-
throw raw rice at weddings because it's,
Right, exactly.
it's bad for a lot
That's
of
what I
things.
heard.
But I
That's why I
think
do it. No.
you are. Wow.
Oh, is it to kill birds because they're government drones and not real animals? Or,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Gotta short their circuits with drying rice.
I'm learning so much. Oh my
Like
god.
a
Yeah.
beanie baby. You know?
Birds aren't real. But Chives wanders over to a flower stall, like a florist stall, and of course selects the most expensive bouquet to eat.
He's got good taste.
Yeah. Is this happening like while the rest of you are eating?
Yeah, as we're walking around buying food, he walks over to a florist stand and picks one full of like very rare orchids that only bloom at a very specific time of year. And he grabs that and walks over to the benches where we're gathered to like destroy it.
No, shoo! Get out of here, goat! Get out of here! Is this anybody's goat? Anybody? Hello?
He's not a goat.
He's an ibex.
Okay, well, miss, if this is your ibex, please come claim it, if you would.
I think
Chives
Cacophony.
turns
Go ahead.
towards. Go ahead.
I think Cacophony just like flaps her wings at this person and like shoos him away.
This is my store, and I'll have you know, we had a
Shoo,
theft
shoo.
last night. I don't
Ooh.
need this. Some vermin eating more of my goods.
He is
that
not
sell for
vermin.
Well, then, if you could kindly please get rid of it. And a female orc comes out behind him, and she's like, "It's all right, Briar. Like, you're stressed. Please, why don't you head inside and I'll handle this."
He said something very interesting about there being a break-in, and it just so happens that we are doing a little investigation for some of the orcs up at Geller Hall. So maybe, do you have a moment?
Yes, I see. I see your deputy badge there. Yeah, we heard that you all were expected around. Yes, investigating that
Here.
voice in the background.
It's deep and mellifluous, no?
It sure is. So sexy.
He's just the crowds. He's the crowds of people.
Yeah.
Wick walks up, picking out crosses, crucifixes, and other teas that have just been thrown in here and baked with it. I don't know what to do is with you guys and your wood-flavored chicken, but
I believe there's spices.
I'm way more interested in understanding who stole what from you and how many mirrors are in your house. I don't know why I have a southern accent now. I'm in disguise.
Things happen. He is in disguise. I love it.
Got like a duster hat on.
Sheriff, constable, police officer, deputy, Wick. Nice to meet you. At your service.
Oh my, impressive title to be sure.
I'll forget it in 2 seconds.
My name is Mila Holiday, and she like gestures to the sign above her shop. Yeah, and it says holiday bouquets. My husband Briar, who you just met, apologies for his grumpiness, but we had a break-in last night. A number of our most expensive vases were taken.
Vases?
Yes.
Now, I don't mean to correct you in your pronunciation, but don't you mean vases?
No.
Yes, I believe in the old tongue that's how they were pronounced.
Yes. Also the correct one. All right. I got you, Nick. Fuck you. Next up, Andy Shannon. You're on notice.
Bring it, friend.
John has accomplished his goal for tonight.
I'll see you
There you
later.
go. Yep. I'm gonna say we're gonna pay for that bouquet. FYI, we're not animals. And then as I say that, I'm gonna like turn around, like pick up my shoulder, and like eat a little like bug off of my feather.
Yeah.
We're not animals. We're definitely gonna pay for that bouquet.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it did look like he managed to eat one of the irises before I stopped, or before Briar stopped him.
Did Briar stop? Okay. I thought Chives had moved away with it, but yeah, we'll pay for it. Basil casually slides some coin into Briar's wife's hand, Briar's partner's hand.
Her name is Mila, and
thank you.
Oh, that one was 3 coin. Thank you so much, she says.
You have 3 coin, Basil.
He has a lot of coin. I'm looking at it right now.
I will remove 3 coin.
Jeez.
And she'll just like tuck that into her deep pocketed apron, where she has like a number of tweezing implement, or not tweezing, trimming implements and other pruning. Yeah, thank you. Other tools.
Not to get you back on focus, can we talk about these vases real quick?
Yes, they were handcrafted by a ceramic shop, local here, of course. Everything is local, and they had some gold filament, and they were, kind of kintsugi style, or is it kintsugi? No. What is it called?
Where they fill in.
John, you had another chance to correct something there.
I wasn't even listening. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting.
Asks the question and just doesn't listen. Is it kintsugi?
It's kintsugi.
Yeah.
It's where they fill in the cracks with the gold and the silver and the
yes.
kintsugi.
A popular and up and coming style of pottery making. Found objects that are repaired. It was quite beautiful. A number of them, but it would seem that our shop was broken into and all of our kintsugi vases were stolen last night.
Were they
Okay.
insured?
Insured?
The foreign concept here, I see. Can we inspect the scene of the crime if you don't mind us intruding?
Most certainly, please. Come in. But and she points at a sign like animals not allowed. She's like, your ibex will have to wait outside.
What if I tell you he is sin incarnate?
I don't know what that means.
Well,
But come right
all the
this
better.
way.
Chives hops onto the roof.
She's like, inside. She like makes a little note, and on top of the building.
We inspect the crime scene. What do our elf eyes see?
Yeah. Let's
Oh,
see.
yeah, should we discern realities?
Sure.
God, let me roll. Let me roll, please.
All right.
I need experience.
Is anyone
Wink.
helping, aiding, or interfering?
I'll help since I know animal tracking and stuff like
Yes.
that. I can provide some info.
No, you don't. You don't help me. I got a 4. Even if you did help me, I'd
just
still
trying to
fail.
fucking farm XP.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm down. I'm down on my luck. I didn't get to play last week, guys. I gotta catch up.
Oh boy. Yeah, Wick, you're a little out of your element. I don't know if you've ever seen a floral shop before.
It's so pretty.
But there's glass on the floor, and there's a cabinet smashed in, and the door open, and several shelves that are empty, and many other less, or I guess kind of boring looking vases just resting there.
In his head, I've won. I'm trying to remember the name. I cry. That's what I do. Wick has allergies now.
Bummer.
Is that why he suddenly has a southern accent?
I guess so.
It's this air. I don't know what
This
it's doing
air.
to my
Oh,
vocal cords.
I do declare.
Is
I'd like
there
to
a
imagine
cedar
that he's just
tree
been
around?
cursed.
Yeah, definitely he's being cursed by some
Yeah.
Canonically.
malevolent.
Still
This
screaming.
is like Francois' affectation right now.
Oh my god, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, my. I've been possessed. Hey, Miss bird person. If you were to break into this gentlewoman and man's house, how would you go about stealing all their fanciful belongings?
Well, I would make sure that I had something to carry those things away in, first of all. I would I would look at the points of entrance and egress. So windows, hole in the roof, doors, front door, back door, basement, perhaps, if there is one, because sometimes there's an entrance and an exit that way if people like to bring things in from downstairs, depending on how big those items are. And if there was any sort of security system, also, I would want to know how close they were in proximity to their neighbors, and if they would hear anything if I broke a window, let's say, and the time of day would also be a factor in that as well. Because if there were witnesses or the chance that people could hear me breaking in, I would not do it. So there's a lot to unpack there.
Sir and or madam or both. Were
Yep.
you present in your property when your house was intruded upon?
No, it was broken into last night. We were at
At
home.
what time would you say you discovered the crime scene and when you last saw your vases?
Mila just kind of like looks at her husband, Briar, who's just standing there like kind of slack-jawed looking at you, and he goes, "Well, mister, I did discover the crime scene
Do
when I
not make
arrived
me
at
stab
work
you."
this morning." He
I
like
draw my sword.
he grabs some
no.
pruning shears. It's like, "Do I need to ask you to leave?"
My God.
I'm trying to do you a favor and you're mocking me.
Let me ask this. Are there any places around your store that have later hours? Is there anybody who may have
hang
been a
on.
witness to this?
I'm going to answer your question. Cacophony, as you're describing to Wick, like everything you would do, and you're kind of like looking through the crime scene, and the culprits did exactly what you would have done. Like broke exactly the places where you would have, and you talk about like, oh yeah, I would have wanted to like scout it out. I would have wanted to be aware of this and that. You like look out the broken window, and right across the street is a tavern, the Thirsty Philosopher Tavern and Inn, and you see like there is a room with a perfect vantage point, to have scoped out the square, the road, and the shop especially, and there is like a very specific like view of the cabinet from that window, and it kind of like tickles some of the feathers on the back of your neck.
Definitely gonna go check that out.
Chives immediately leaps across the street straight through that window.
There's a shout from the window.
Oh dearie us, we better go investigate that sound.
Have
Thank
a
you for
pleasant day.
Thank you for the snack for Chives. We're on the case.
Of course.
And Basil scurries out the door to go catch up with Chives in the second floor of the tavern across the street.
Fantastic. Are you also entering through the second floor window, Basil?
No, Basil's gonna walk in through the front, following embracing the wake of chaos from Chives's impulse decision.
All right.
I'll go around the back so that they can't escape that way if there is somebody in the room who's trying to make a quick exit.
Okay. Let me get some.
Can we get our honky tonk tavern music, please?
Oh yeah. Put like achy breaky heart on. Let's do some of that.
My achy
Bow,
breaky
bow,
heart.
bow, bow,
my-
bow, bow.
Where
Something
is
like that.
tavern music?
We're gonna get copyright struck.
It was different enough that I think we're fine.
I think there's a sign over the piano in this tavern that says all music is for parody purposes only.
Very important.
Yeah.
All right. So, Basil and Wick, you head in through the front door, and there is a number of very confused-looking patrons sitting at tables sprawled across the entire first floor. People with food and ale, people sitting and reading books, people talking, playing board games, people with their families, and some very confused and concerned-looking staff and employees, especially the bartender, who is like reaching under the bar and like grabs a bat and begins like walking towards the stairs.
I throw open the badge. Excuse me.
Oi,
Deputies.
oi, deputy. What seems to be going on up there? Do you have an idea?
Yep. Why don't you stay down here as we investigate a potential homicide?
A homicide? There ain't nobody dead up there.
Not yet.
I
All
just
right, we go upstairs.
I sent Mindy up there to clean a room. Watch out for her, please.
Can you tell me who was staying in that room if there's nobody in there now?
Which room was it you talking about?
I'm going to
Oh, I thought you were out
in the
back.
game explain.
Did you
road-
come in
The one
and
that faces the road.
What's that, Cacophony?
The one that faces the road.
Did you
and
come
looks at the
inside?
flower shop.
I
Yeah,
thought
I'm like
you were
on the
back.
back. I'm like,
Okay, you come in behind Wick
in the
and
back.
Basil, and this bartender with a terrible accent shoots you an extremely dirty look.
are you racist? Ugh.
Oi, are you gonna pay your tab, love?
What are you talking about?
For the room. Upstairs.
Oh. You have me
What?
confused with
you
some
and...
other beautiful bird person. I've never been in this tavern before.
You Selkie, you look very similar. How do I know you're not lying to me to get out of paying your bill?
That is a
Because-
racist thing
And that's
to
not
say,
a pun.
First of all.
That's not a pun.
We have vouchers, and also we're Inquisitor deputies.
Check
Oh,
out my sweet ass badge. Did the beautiful, obviously beautiful Selkie woman who was staying here, because if she looks like me, she's gorgeous. Did she also have a badge? No.
My apologies, Deputy Inquisitors. Now that you
Basil.
mention it, you do look a bit different from the Selkies that were staying here. They were a bit more, how do you lot call it? More human-like. They have the more human feature than the crow features.
Low caste.
Yeah, them low-caste Selkies were staying here.
I'm very confused about your accent. Now you
I was gonna say
sound.
you're Australian now.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here, okay?
It went from British. You went like chimney sweep to
Yeah.
like to like.
Look, I wear a lot
northern-
of hats around here. Running the
Northern
bar,
UK?
the
I
inn.
understand. It's
You went to,
okay.
like, New Jersey for a minute there. I was like, what is he asking me?
Yeah, Deborah's
Dude.
calling me out for a 20s gangster accent.
I love it.
What do Wick and what does Chives and Wick find upstairs?
Yeah, so you find another employee, an orc woman, who is in that room and was cleaning the room, and Chives is just sitting in there like eating at some of the sheets, and she's just like, "Is this your goat?"
He rattles the skull in an annoyed fashion, in a decisive, telepathically communicated "fuck no." I'm nobody's goat. That she feels in her soul more than she can hear.
Like the camera just keeps zooming in on his eye, but it's just her
like
perspective.
like the Shining, just literally like low bassy noises. Like
Yeah, it eventually becomes Hypnotoad.
yeah.
All right, who stayed here?
Oh, there were some Selkie folk that were staying here a couple nights. They seem to have
You mean
skipped
plural?
out. Apologies?
How many?
2 of them?
2. Okay, thank you.
And they had 2 friends in the next door room. A total of 4
Squad.
together.
That's a party.
All befeathered.
Yes. They seem to have all skipped out on their tab. Those.
Slimy.
Yes, indeed. They seemed like trouble, and we were. I told. Fuck! I don't have a name for that NPC.
Clive Owen.
I told Clive Owen that we should.
Clive Owen.
I told Clive that we should keep an eye on him, and he said that we can't just make assumptions about people based on the nature of their, what they have growing out of their skin.
You learned a valuable lesson.
Apparently not, because they've left us. We're out dozens of coin for the knights,
Jeez.
and they left a bit of a mess.
Is that mess in here, or is that another mess to show us?
She's got like a sack with a bunch of trash in it, and she's like, "I was just sweeping up. They broke some sort of vase."
It broke a vase.
Basil would like to investigate the trash.
Yeah, there is a broken kintsugi vase in here.
Is there any gold in it?
It looks like there were attempts to scratch the gold off, so there's limited amounts of gold here. Definitely no filling, as I don't know what the technical term of it is, but all of that, most of the gold is gone.
Well,
Thank you. You've been very helpful. I hope Chives didn't give you too much of a fright. He's excited to find these culprits, these evil folk.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. It's just that it was very surprising when she like looks out the window and looks down, leapt through this window.
yeah, he has a 30-foot vertical jump. It's insane.
She like looks back at him and he's like, the camera's zooming in on his eyes again.
He's like double the size of a giraffe. Like, it's insane.
His commitment to justice is unparalleled. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, one more thing.
Basil and Chives slip out. Oh,
The sheet he ate, those are not cheap.
Basil flashes the badge and says, "Take it up with Galler Hall. We'll be in touch."
Can you make
You
me a
took the
check,
words out of my mouth.
please?
Can I make a what?
Can you make a check for me, please?
Can we just bill all expenses to this fucking
All right.
Yeah.
curator guy?
Can we get an expense account?
Oh my god. Can you so I have added 3 new kind of social moves to our special moves sheet, and this one is called argue. When you argue, outwit, confuse, or dominate an NPC with reasonable arguments, roll plus int.
Okay.
Oh,
That just-
sorry, folks. The chat has not been updating with the rolls. This is John's terrible 4 earlier. And here's our new move, argue.
Argue. I love it so much.
Just roll intelligence and we will interpret.
Me? All right. Hang on one second.
Nice.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can Chives give me a cunning? Can his +2 cunning affect my argumentative skills?
He is an ibex.
Let's look at command really quick to see, because that's the move that lets him assist. Okay, so when he does something he's trained to do, I'm gonna count parlay. Like all of these new social moves are gonna count towards parlay. So what is his training?
Chives is in the investigation. He is already, honestly, literally leading the charge in making our way through and getting some information. And
Okay.
He has already been, through his sort of like low, basey plane of communication, given us insights into the evidence in the room.
Okay. He is trained to fight humanoids, scout, and guard. I suppose he came in here to scout, so we can really stretch it.
Yeah.
And you can have +2 to your int roll.
Nice.
Oop.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
That's a
Didn't
13.
need it.
All right. So for argue, when you outwit, confuse, or dominate an NPC with reasonable arguments, which is also questionable here, on a 12+, you got in their head. The player character, choose one of these. They comply begrudgingly, they cower, confused by your great mind, or refuse aggressively, but anyone nearby sees their unreasonableness. What do you think?
Was Clive Owen in the room with us?
He is lurking with his bat in the hallway.
And this is arguing about whether or not Galler Hall will pay for the sheets. I think comply begrudgingly is fine for that.
Fine. Okay. We'll take it up with Galler Hall. Thank you for your time, deputies.
No, thank you. And we leave. Post haste, back to the flower shop, show them the broken pottery. Hand waves that interaction because, your culprits are blah 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 out-of-towners who rolled in and stole your gold. We're gonna go find them. We'll be right back.
Basil. goes
Sounds
back to
good,
the bar.
chum.
I'm gonna stab this man and frame him for the murder of the curator. You know this, right? They're on my notes now. They are getting framed.
Okay,
Ugh.
so I just want to point out, are we dealing with a shapeshifter? One, because I haven't seen any other ravens since we've been here. Like, there are no other crow people. Like,
Or
have you guys?
shifter. I mean, I haven't been paying that keen attention. Let's be honest. I can barely
That's
find
fair.
my way out of a paper bag.
But still, okay, so
That makes you sound like a huge alcoholic, Wick.
a little bit. But we're getting conflicting accounts of like what these assailants or whatever. I mean, like this might be the first clue that we've had about a physical description of the thief. No.
I mean, we,
Or
just,
Or
thieves,
who we-
apparently.
we know that there's 4 Selkies that look like you.
Stunningly beautiful.
I
God,
thought
they're so
there was
lucky.
a lowborn version.
Now, Cacophony is
Yeah.
high cast, right? Because you're able to
Shift between- Being a crow and like a humanoid
Mhm.
person who is like slightly feathered, and a full crow.
Right.
I think Basil goes back to the bartender and pokes him hard on the collarbone and says, "Listen, racist, what else did you catch from the conversation of these folks last night?"
Oi, I'm not a racist. I have many
the
types of
barman
accents that I employ in whatever conversation fits them, right? You
My
know,
best
whatever
friends are
energy
different people.
and accents people bring to me, I match that because I just want to be inclusive, right? That's how
Okay,
it works.
well, what energy did you match last night with the crows?
Last night, didn't see him last night. That's when we started to get
They ran up
suspicious.
the bar tab? How do you know they ran up a bar tab that they didn't pay?
They said today was going to be their last day, that they'd be checking out this morning. But they didn't come in last night. They didn't come in this morning. All their stuff's gone. We came to check on them, make sure everything was, peachy keen. Nobody was injured. Everything was all right, and no one to be seen.
You went to check on them and no one was in the room.
Yeah, gave him a knock each room, and no answer. Went in. Nobody home.
What time was that?
That was a couple hours after the crow's morning call.
What if it was them crawl? Okay, no. Hey, tracker man, start tracking. I slap Basil on the ass.
Ooh, that's exciting.
He's like still eyeing you, Cacophony. Like, what are you doing while like are you here presently talking to him, or are you like kind of looking around the rooms?
I think I'm just looking around. I think I'm just trying to like look at the windows, trying to see like if I see feathers, if there are any clear signs that there were other, Selkies around, or any I don't know, just like weird. Like if they're shapeshifters, do shapeshifters leave residue behind whenever they like slip out of their old bodies and into their new ones, or is it like a mirage, like where they just go and then become another person? So I don't know.
Why don't you give me a discern realities?
Okay, hang on. I have to be very careful
Because
you
are uniquely qualified to look for that kind of information.
Four.
Do you think I'm ripping off Butcher from the boys?
Oh, you definitely are.
I mean, I haven't said nearly enough curse words and C words for that to.
I do.
Work it up.
I love an Australian accent because everything sounds like a question because they always go up at the end. I love that.
Oh
man,
wow!
Get her. She's being derogatory towards your people.
Let me see. No, I do.
So is Millman Australian and has to
Are you?
listen to all of us do this?
Yes.
I love it.
I'm so sorry,
Oh
Millman.
my god.
I'm not. One of my girlfriends is Australian, and truly, like we used to make fun of I was like, everything you say sounds like a question because it goes up at the end. She was wonderful.
Shannon.
Huh?
Hit the button.
I'm trying.
Hit the button.
Hit
That's an 11.
the button.
Okay, so you get to ask 3 of these questions and take +1 forward when acting on the answers.
Dope. Okay. What should I be on the lookout for, Nicholas?
Nikolai.
What did you just say?
I said, what should I be on the lookout for?
Not you, John.
Don't get distracted.
Oh, okay.
A disease.
What should I be on the lookout for? So, Cacophony, when you used to be a criminal in Squawkland, which I have written down here from the last time I asked you where you're from.
Best. Yeah.
If you want to retroactively update that name, we can do that.
I was thinking
Auckland, it's Squawkland.
It's Squawkland. Yeah.
Squawkland.
Well,
Not Squawkland. Squawkland.
Squawkland. Okay, that is a little bit more respectable.
I was going to say Duckburg, but I'm afraid Disney will sue us, so...
Definitely. When you were working as a criminal, what types of jobs were you doing?
Petty theft, sometimes an assassination. Mostly I wasn't really with people. It was more I was by myself, and it was sort of like, can I do it? Can I get away with this?
Yeah.
But just I would say generally, um,
Yeah.
just stealing money, stealing
Mhm.
necklace, shiny things.
Yes.
I'm a
big-
crow.
No big squares.
I like shiny things. I don't,
Yeah. I
So,
mean, so what you should be on the lookout for in general are those types of things, like valuables that like they would look for as or identify as a mark. Keep an eye out for scouting positions. This is obviously orc territory, so Selkies are going to have a extreme advantage here, using the skies and rooftops to their advantage, to hide, to scout, all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna ask Chives can he head up to the roof and sort of scout the rooftops and see if he sees like a place like where anybody may have been like lying in wait? I can fly, but we can cover more ground if we come at it together.
All right, animal homies. Chives.
The other thing I should say, like, you're starting to piece this together, like this is definitely like a crew. This is a thief crew. So you should be on the lookout for that.
Giving Selkies a bad name.
I'm
the only Selkie thief around here, damn it.
Chives parkour style leaps between buildings, bouncing up to the roof. How tall is the tavern? Is it 2 stories or 3 stories tall?
Oh, I bet the tavern's like 3 or 4 stories tall.
Okay, so he sticks an incredible backflip before landing on the roof, on top of the 4th story.
Fantastic.
That's perfect. I think, and then Cacophony will, like, wherever Chives is on one end of the city, then she's going to go to the opposite and do like low circles and just kind of like scout out the rooftops and see if she can see any like places like where people may have been like camping out, like looking for trash, or if somebody was like eating, or whatever, like something that may have looked like they had laid in it for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Basil's hunt and track detect pottery dust on the road and or like crow claw marks in the dust.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
Let's circle back around to that if we need to, but you all have 2 more questions still for this discerned reality.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good. If you want to use them, you don't have to. And I am fine like extrapolating these questions to a bigger area, not just the tavern.
Let's bank them.
Yeah, can we bank them and then
Sure.
and then use them for like 2 other ones for?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah.
yes, please, thank you.
Yeah, let's see here. Would they have shifted? You are not seeing any like residue or evidence of shifting, which would also imply that they are lower caste. I mean, which corroborates what the barkeep said, that they were a little bit more naturally human looking and less pure Selkie like you.
She bit me. Sorry.
Oh.
It scared me.
Kitty cat, silly girl.
Yeah.
Or boy.
Fight her again.
Girl.
Yeah.
What?
Who's attractive?
I heard something say how attractive.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna be a reel on Instagram from a pop-up in Seattle that is doing a crab rangoon donut.
Oh my god.
Which is where the how attractive was.
Yeah,
now.
no
I didn't
kidding.
realize my sound was on. I apologize.
No
I don't know if that sounds delicious or disgusting, but I definitely want to try it.
Yeah.
These crows at you. Give us
All
the
right.
crows.
So in terms of yeah, I don't think there is quite a trail to follow yet. I think some of these questions might lead to that, though, if you want to ask another discerned reality question. Or if anyone else has other ideas of where to look next.
I mean, they clearly snuck out the window, came back after their robbery, snuck back out the window to flee, since nobody saw them leave.
Well, but they
Unless
might
they're
not have
hiding
gone
in
out the
the
window.
walls.
That's the thing. If they're lower caste, there's a possibility that they might not have been able to fly out of here. Like
But
they're
no,
You
not.
just drop down. You
yeah,
climb.
but they had to have gone in and out of the window because no one else in the
Oh.
tavern saw them.
Okay, I've got one more. What should I be on the lookout for? A very juicy tidbit for you.
Okay.
In the bottom of the trash. No, not in the bottom of the trash. The person that was cleaning the room, she had something set off to the side. She like is talking with the barkeep. She's like, "Oh, I found this. They left this in the room. Do you want it? I could really use this. This is a really nice box." And he's like, that looks actually like it's made in the Galler Hall Tower, and this like catches your eye. Or no, it's not. It doesn't look like it's made in Galler Hall. It looks elven made, they say, and it's a box.
Snatch it.
It is the box that the
Oh, snap!
that the Elder Ruby was stolen in.
Oh, never mind. I'll snatch it.
This is the box taken from the mausoleum.
We snatch it. We're
snatch
snatchers. It's a race to snatch.
like-
Let us, guys. Can we
Wait.
roll off? Dex
Basil,
right now. Whoever rolls highest wins. Right? Hell yeah! Come on, 2.
fuck.
Cacophony rolled snatch.
Isn't she flying?
Oh, true. All right, I snatch it. Fuck you, Andy. Ah.
Where's snatch? Where's snatch? What am I?
Roll dex.
All decks.
Roll dex to snatch. That's
Oh, okay.
Oh, close.
Oh, hey, look, evidence from our murder scene. I hope you guys don't mind if we take this.
Murder scene.
Everyone in the town is talking about the dead curator. Come on,
what
get
is-
with the times.
What does this have to do with
I
Emma
show him
Cyrus?
the blood. Is there blood?
Ooh.
There has to be blood. It was the bloodiest. I mean, look at the picture and roll 20.
Yes.
There's blood
yes.
everywhere.
This has a little bit of blood on the front.
And how can we use that to track this?
Thank you
no,
for your help,
This is
citizen.
Iris's blood.
Ooh, never mind.
So you
We
should
take
be
the
on the
white
lookout
ones.
for an Elder Ruby.
Yeah, we should. How the fuck did the crows get it?
Great question, because there were no Selkies mentioned in any of the reports.
And the visions.
Nope.
And the magic. Guys, we need to find these fuckers right now. Fuck,
just
where's
wanna
Merrick
say-
when you need him?
For story clarity, since you won the roll off to be the one to snatch, I'd just like to envision that all 3 of us reached at the same time and you just swatted the other 2 hands out of the way to get it.
Yep.
Your hands
Yeah,
are
where-
dirty. You'll contaminate the evidence.
Where is Merrick? Can I... Hang on a second.
Use
Did I
your
ever get-
clerical magic to talk
Did
to
I-
the box.
Did I ever get the rest of my like low-level spells, Nick?
I don't
Had
remember.
2 weeks too.
Let me look.
think I
Definitely
did.
not. Let me work on that.
Okay. Do I have anything that would let me talk to the box?
Oh,
Or
No, it's like a 5th
Doubtful.
level.
okay.
Yeah. You have like cure wounds and bless and magic weapon and
Okay, never mind.
yeah. They're not as big of spell lists as you'd imagined.
Nick, are there any rats or pest animals nearby that hang out in front of the tavern on the streets out here?
I don't know if they like hang
Uh,
out like they're smoking a cigarette and
No, but
But-
just like you know, like a not a rat king, or maybe a rat king. I'm open to that, but like just a group of animals that looks like this is like their spot. You know, they get the trash that's thrown out the front window of the
oh
of
sure,
the tavern.
yeah.
Okay, I would like to walk up and talk to them. Because I can talk to
I'm
animals.
sorry. Ignore that. I just wanted to
Yeah,
look
one
at my
second. I'm
spells.
adding the rest of your your spells. Magic
Oh, yes.
I'm not trying to
weapon,
polymorph, I swear.
sanctuary, and speak with dead. There you go. That's
Oh,
all of
nice.
them.
Great. All right, I'm gonna wild empathy, and kneel down to one of the street rats in the gutter, in front of the tavern, and hand him some of my goat curry and ask how he's doing.
Oh, this is good. This is so good. Oh, thank you so much. I'm great. I'm great now. Thank you so much.
Well, so I'm so glad.
What?
Is this your spot out here? Is this where you like to be?
This is a great spot, especially now. Mhm. There's so
good.
much food. There's always so
Um,
much food.
Were you here early this morning and last night?
Always. I'm always here. There's always food here.
Did you see some big old bird people out here late last night or very very early this morning?
None as nice as you.
Not like me, but covered in feathers.
One
big,
sec.
Big scary.
Let me check a mood really quick. Okay, that's not gonna be very useful. They have seen the Selkies. Oh yeah, I saw the feathery people. They move real fast. They don't leave a lot of crumbs behind.
They sure do. And I rip off a piece of non bread and give it to it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Brad, what's your name, friend?
It's Scratch.
Well, Scratch, do you know which way that these bird people went in a big hurry?
Oh yeah, they came back and one of their friends looked real beat up, and now I'm speaking like I'm in Letterkenny, huh?
Yeah. This is a rural Canadian rat.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, they came back really late last night, and then they fled again. One of their buddies didn't look so good.
Okay. Do you remember which direction they went? I pull off another piece of bread for him.
Oh, they flew on that way, and he points. We'll just say east.
They flew?
Okay.
Or they like ran?
Well, three of them flew, and one of them was being carried.
Great. Thank you very much, Scratch. You've been very helpful. And I give him another piece of curried goat meat. And,
Oh my god, this is so much food. I'll probably die eating all of this.
Well, it'll be a glorious death. Share some with your family.
I have no impulse
and,
control. Oh, I do have friends, don't I?
And stay safe. It's dangerous out here to be in the gutter. It's commendable that you've made it.
Oh, I love it down here. This is where all the food
Where
goes.
would people go if they're injured and they're a bird person on the run?
Yeah. Thank you, Scratch.
Oh, thank you.
I think Basil waves down. Is Cacophony flying again, or is Cacophony down on the street with us?
I think she's done her investigation. I think she's back down on the ground.
All right. Where would injured Selkies go?
Selkie,
Are there
who
any
has been
places like
injured-
where Raven Sisters might? Are there any like communities where Raven Sisters might be now?
Blend here.
When we first came to Galler Hall, wasn't there like a hidden little group of Raven Sisters or something like that?
Yeah, they were hiding here or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then they went to the mountains to be murdered by ghosts and Iron Brothers.
Oh yeah, we are
Things like
around there where they would have fled to. So I mean, if they were fleeing and they needed help, they would seek out others of their kind to help heal them. Barring that, they would probably go see like a wizard.
Is that
or,
what
like,
you would have done, Cacophony?
seek out a Raven sister?
Yeah.
I think she if she thought there was one around, like she would have probably gone to one of them first to be like heal it, because they know how to heal themselves better. They know their own physiology, right?
Yeah.
Barring that,
Although-
she would have gone to like a potion master and tried to get like a healing potion, or a wizard or something for like
Hey, Nick,
magics.
Yes, John.
we have this handy map here. Can you actually point on the map where this rat is directing their path?
Yeah, sure. I can draw some stuff.
So
Let me
you
just...
said east, right?
Yeah, so let's say you all are here where this purple dot is. Let me bring up the
I
map.
thought we were at the Thirsty Philosopher Tavern in it.
Oh, that's right. You are. Okay.
So is east this way?
Yes, that's correct.
We run to the Shrine of the Clear, where a magical healer might be found.
So this is just like, this is in the middle of the square that you all were originally in. Oh no, I guess that doesn't make a lot of sense. Because I described you being...
We broke the geography, everybody.
Yeah, it's fine. So you all begin heading in the direction of east, looking for like an alchemist, a physician, some sort of healer, and you don't quite find anything like that. You continue heading east. And you get near the east side of the inner city before you get to the wall, and it's in probably the last like massive city block that you come across an orc that looks extremely nervous. They're carrying a basket full of food, clothes, medicine, and water, and they are like walking at an extremely brisk pace. Past, like, in your direction.
We tail them.
Ooh, gonna tail them?
Yes, in
Okay.
plate armor.
Can I hunt and track now?
Yes. give me a hunt and track.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you fail this roll.
Okay. You follow the creature's trail until there's a significant change in direction or mode of travel.
He's got plus something from your boy, right? The Ibex?
From yeah, I believe I get a bonus from hunting and tracking. When you track, add its cunning to your roll, so it should be
Okay.
11.
Sure, great. That's an 11. So yeah, you follow this very nervous-looking orc individual to a place called Almsbury Bathhouse, which I have listed as a location, location J. I don't have an icon for it on the map. I wasn't planning on updating the map. That's
fine.
It's just for, making this stream look professional. Yeah, so the individual gets to Almsbury Bathhouse, and they, like, give a nervous kind of glance around the street, like, before heading inside. And given that you all are hunting and tracking and declared that you were going to stalk this guy, I'm just going to say he doesn't notice you. You all are cool adventurers that know what the fuck you're doing. Unless you want to be noticed.
No.
No.
And confront this guy before he heads inside.
We are a leaf-colored mountain man, a plate armor-covered crazy person, and a fucking bird flanked by a goat silently tracking somebody through the morning traffic in this town.
Fair.
I hold my sword like a rifle ready to fireball. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. You're in the middle of a city, Wick.
Justice does not stop, no matter how many people get in its way, Nick. Just
I'll
look
have
at the
peace
back.
no matter how many men, women, and children need to die to achieve it.
Agreed. The ultimate base take.
Oh my god. All right. So, yeah, you are at Almsbury Bathhouse, which has a closed sign on the door.
When has that ever stopped? A thief who has lockpicking tools.
The door is not locked.
What a poor business. Go in.
I mean, like, there's definitely hours listed on the window, and it is definitely within those hours of operation, but it still says closed. Like, there's like
I want to go around the back, because as soon as people enter, these thieves are going to scatter. and then I'll be there to fireball him.
Okay.
So I want to find back doors or escape hatches or windows or whatever.
Give me 1 sec to see if Roll20 has anything that like a bathhouse would be appropriate.
There's no way.
Um,
I'm sure like a cave soundtrack, might be like a good, some dripping water and like echoey, like, water phone tones or something like that.
There's a tea house. Oh, but that has like very Eastern strings, if my notes are correct. Why don't we just try the Wuxia tea house track? We'll just see how inappropriate that is.
Definitely gonna be Wuxia, but
Wuxia, thank you. Thank you, Andy. This is why
Man, we're just Nick made fun of me once, and now Andy's doing it too. Look at this guy.
All right, fine. We'll do Wuxia Tea House. All right. So, you quietly slip in through the door of past the crudely drawn closed sign hanging from the door, and you all enter the bathhouse. There is like a reception area and no one to be found here.
We skulk, looking for our quarry, like hunters. In the night.
You hear mumbling, not mumbling. You hear obscure voices in the back, through the entrance to the bath area.
I'm gonna slip around the outside and go back towards like where that back entrance is.
Sure.
If the other two want to stay like the course and keep walking down that hall, I'm gonna go back around the other way so we can.
Okay.
Basil grabs a eucalyptus branch to mask himself with the bath smells.
I'm doing like tactical hand signs to this guy who's just going full freaking hippie in front of me.
Yep.
Hey, Andy, can you link for me your like hide self ability?
The camouflage.
Isn't it just like you stop moving and you like vanish into the wall?
Yeah, I literally just take the branches down and then like creep along.
I'm on my own.
Dungeon World was definitely not meant to be played in a large
Agreed.
city.
No, you can stop there. We go forward.
All right.
I go forward alone, I guess, into this bathhouse.
It's like you cast invisibility again or something,
Yeah, we're all there together. You just can't see us.
You're there with me in heart.
You begin to hear the sound of raised voices. And as you walk along the stone and tile like entrance into the bathhouse, it is like one of those like kind of underground or bathhouses where like there's just large pools of water and some have steam that normally would be coming off of them, but there is no heat here today in the bathhouse since they are closed. You walk down the hallway, making sure to keep as quiet as you can, despite some of your plate armor.
Want me to make a roll?
Yeah. Why don't we do Defy Danger Dex for Wick
yeah.
specifically? Because I don't think Basil is wearing much metal.
That's an easy 9.
Okay. You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Oh.
Said Dex, right? So he had to just move very quickly to be quiet.
Dex encompasses both like moving quickly, but also like it's like sleight of hand or grace or
Lots of moving shovel heads in this armor, guys.
Oh,
Let's be
yeah.
real.
What
Just
is
in the details of the move, it says by getting out of the way or acting fast. So I didn't know if it's for Dex. So I just didn't know. If it was like,
yeah.
He just fucking booked it down the hall, like when you're creeping through a house as a creaky house as a kid, you just like fucking sprint to be quiet,
Yeah. It's like trying to tiptoe here, but there's no tiptoeing with shovel heads clanking against one another.
No, I think you're just gracefully fucking through the hallway.
Yeah. It's tough here because it's like you do it, but you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Is that what I meant
I'll
to?
give them like a 1 second notice. They're yelling. They might not notice immediately. So I'm just walking down this
Yeah,
hallway, and they don't notice. And then I
yeah.
get to the door,
Okay.
and they're like, "Oh fuck."
So here's the worst outcome. You can't quite make out exactly what they're saying because it sounds like they're way in the back and there's a lot of echoing, but their conversation stops. Like they haven't noticed you, but like you can't proceed forward without them being aware of your presence. You're kind of stuck in this spot where you can't quite make out what they're saying, and moving ahead would draw attention to yourself.
Well, I mean, at this point, I just want to go talk to them since
Okay.
no one else is going to initiate.
Okay.
Because we got our boy Basil in the back holding reserve. We got Cacophony also in a different version of the back in case someone tries to flee.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm here to flush out the hairs like a hound.
All right.
I walk forward menacingly.
Okay. Here is the second part of the worst outcome. Since you are proceeding ahead.
Can I just act like I rolled a 4 again and gain 1 XP?
No, John. No.
All right. I don't know, man.
Sorry, buddy. So there is sudden drops in voices, like the conversation comes to a natural pause, and then they hear you walking forward, and you hear them clearly say, "You were followed," or "You brought someone." And he's like, "No, I didn't. Oh God! Oh God!" And you walk in, and in the back of the bathhouse, there are 4 Selkie with blue and white sashes wrapped around their necks and draped over their shoulders. And one of these Selkie has taken the orc that you were tracking and has like his claws to his throat. His talons to the orc's throat.
It's okay. Everyone's in fireball range, to my understanding.
I was gonna say, can I call shot on the hands to make him drop it?
Are you even in the room?
Yeah, you two
He's
are walking
camouflaged.
together. Oh,
You can be camouflaged and moving?
no.
Okay.
I thought it was behind a column in
When
the
you keep
bathhouse.
still.
Well, there's a
Motherfucker.
hallway you have to walk down and turn a corner, so you'd be in clear view to come into this
Okay.
room. You're welcome to linger if you want and not make your presence known, Basil. Up to you.
Well, I can't call shot if they're aware of me, so never mind.
I mean, you could hang back and wait for Wick to make an opportunity for you.
Look, if somebody runs past me in the chaos that is to come, then you can call shot their thighs or legs and stop them from running.
I'll hang back then by the door.
Okay. Cacophony. There's definitely like a staff entrance in the back that leads to a room underneath the bathhouse, or underneath like the bathroom. But you can hear everything that's going on up above.
Okay.
So you're kind of like in a cellar area where they would normally like heat some of the baths.
Okay.
Yeah.
The furnace.
Yes.
But I'm listening in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you hear one of the Selkie call out to you, Wick. Who are you?
Well. Who got stabbed in the great vase stealing mission of yours?
There's definitely a Selkie who like looks super roughed up and bandaged. One of them has the orc with his talons, and he's kind of like pulling the orc back, and the other 2 have like stood up and have their talons out, and they're just like standing there waiting for you.
I'm unfazed by any
They're like
any one of these.
They're like slowly spreading out, and will continue to spread out through the conversation, but they're not going to advance quite yet. But the oldest looking Selkie and leader who has the hostage, what do you want?
I show off this bloody box of theirs, which they stole. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't give a shit about a vase. But whatever this was, it was worth killing several people for. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's worth killing 4 more. And letting a 5th die. So where'd you get the box? And,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'll let you guys walk out of here.
Okay, you're threatening their lives.
Oh yeah.
That's
I've
a
seen
parlay.
what one of these people can do, and I have not been impressed at all this entire time. I'm not afraid of 4 of them, Nick.
Okay, can you give me a parlay, John?
I'd love to give you a parlay. Can I get like a bonus because I am menacing just in real life? How about I get an 11
Like-
no matter what?
Okay.
Don't need it.
You mean like you, John, are menacing? Is that
No.
what I'm?
I just felt like I roleplayed that really
Wick,
well, and I should get a.
are you brandishing your sword? Is that what you're doing?
I have 2 swords. Yeah.
Okay. One of them has a sheath, and one of them you are the sheath. So which one? Like, are you wielding both, or one, or the other?
I came in ready to fireball. I think both are out. Well, no, I guess the doom blade of summon Satan is out then, and the moon sword is in the scabbard.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I need you to simultaneously give me
You know,
Temer's aiding to interfere with you on your next roll.
it's too late.
But Temer
It's too late,
failed.
Temer.
Yeah, which is too bad because I'm gonna make you also make a defy danger roll, which is wisdom.
Can I ask why?
Yeah, so you have not killed with this blade in a while.
Yeah.
The last person you killed with this blade was
Fucking troll.
Oh, that's true. You did kill a troll. Ooh.
That was 2 days ago.
Okay.
Does
Then
that matter?
yeah, you're right. I need to make a roll. Hang on. Oh my god. Okay.
Secret dice.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
All right. I should have narrated something happening sooner.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll 1d. Okay.
All right. So there's no additional roll. You're brandishing your doom blade. What do you call it? You call it
Contempt.
Contempt. Of course you do. So you're brandishing contempt at them. You threaten their lives. You say,
Box is out.
yeah, I don't care about your lives. I don't care about Vase of Oz. This is more important. And immediately their leader lets go of the orc and like shoves him forward. And he says, "Hey, look, we've suffered enough. We're here to lick our wounds and leave this place. We don't want any trouble.
Where's the fucking ruby?
What do you want with this ruby?
Does it really matter?
Do you work for them? Are you here to get it back?"
It belongs to my people.
Shut up, Basil! You're down the hall. You're just
Coming out of-
echoing
coming-
voice.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Well, God's here apparently.
It belongs to my
Are
people.
you like shouting down the corridor, or are you coming out
No,
from around the corner?
I'm coming around the corner, dropping my eucalyptus plants, and
Okay.
and I have my bow drawn.
I think
Alright.
Cacophony wants to start making her way around too, so she wants to get a good look at these
Guys.
people.
The intimidation. I get mad at the performance now. I'm very performative, as we all know. All right, yes, we have you surrounded. Blah blah blah. Give up the hostages. Throw down your weapons. Okay.
They already did. I'm
I
just
know.
trying to talk about
Where's
the
the
ruby.
ruby?
We're
Tell me
talking.
the ruby. I demand it. And I rolled an 11.
Very performative, John.
Give me the knowledge.
Look, we didn't mean anything. Like, we didn't. If it's that important, we'll give it back. We clearly they want it back, and they were willing to kill for it. So if we'll give you the ruby back and you'll let us go, we've got ourselves a deal here. Yeah.
We're done. Done
Wait,
deal, Buster.
Who's willing? Wait, who's willing to kill? Who's willing to kill for it? We are. They're referring to us.
And Cacophony, you enter the scene and you immediately recognize the person that Wick and Basil are negotiating with. And this is someone named Chitterchin. And they are the leader of a thieving group, a former rival of your former rival group. These are the Merry Magpies of Squawkland.
Fucking love that so much. Okay.
Chitterchin.
Yeah. Chitterchin, what are you doing here?
Jesus Christ.
He like looks immediately
It's
past
chitter
Wick
chin.
and Basil. Cacophony.
Yeah.
My, you were but a little chick the last time I saw you.
Okay. Doing fine now. You are stepping on my toes, man. What is happening here?
Where's the ruby? I don't see.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah! I'm
Give-
going mad.
Can you give my crazy friend the ruby, and then you and I need to have a conversation?
Okay, yeah, you're got quite a crew here. Very scary. But we know when we're beat, and if this was your turf before we got here, apologies up front. And he like nods. Hey, fella Flap, can you give him the thing? And fella Flap, first name Fella, last name Flap.
That's rough, my friend. That's rough.
Yep, reaches behind them and like pulls around their waist a little like duffel bag, and they like pull it out over their scarf, and they begin walking slowly forward towards you. Their hands out extended with the duffel bag. Wick.
I take it.
All right. Inside is a large elder ruby.
All right, and I'm gonna
Shove
look
it
at the
in my
guy who's
armor.
wounded.
What's that?
Go ahead, Wick. I'm sorry.
I'm just shoving the ruby in the armor so it won't get misplaced again.
So, how long you been working Galler Hall?
It's not what you think. It's really not what you think. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna show them my badge. I'm gonna be like, I'm apparently doing good things now. Apparently
Wow.
that's my thing.
Wow.
I don't know.
I knew you left Squawkland after everything went down, but
For a
turning
while, I
and
was
flying
exclusively stealing from Wick. It was great.
Who's Wick?
Don't worry
The
about
scary dude you just gave the gem to.
Oh,
He was my main.
He like looks Wick up and down. That explains the style choice. When you're poor, dirt
it.
poor.
Cacophony, tell this fool how many people I have killed.
He's prickly. So tell me what okay, so first of all, we have a lot of questions. I'm sorry that your friend got stabbed. Is he in imminent danger of dying? Because we might want to ask him some questions too.
Oh, Duster, you're fine. Don't worry about him. He'll be all right.
Okay, cool.
Basil, can Basil go administer some herbs and poultices to that guy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. So we're gonna spread a little goodwill around and be like, listen, I don't care what you're stealing, because I mean, if I could, I would. But what we're really looking at is what's going on with the murders. You said they're willing to kill for the ruby. We're just trying to figure out who killed this person that we know. That's really what we're after. Not the riches. I don't care about the gold. Take it, it's yours. Just tell us what you know about the murder, if anything.
Oh, yeah. We don't really know much about that, and when that went down, we were ready to fly on out of here, but Russell here, and he looks at the fourth Selkie, the last unnamed NPC. Russell here, he said we should hit up that Bard concert. You never know what kind of like merchandising they've got, how much coin people are bringing, what kind of fancy stuff the talent bring on tour with them. And that's where we found that ruby.
You found it at the Bard concert.
That's right.
I was just gonna head there.
Did you happen to notice that there was blood on the box? Did that...
Yeah. I mean, you see blood everywhere in our line of work. You know that.
That's fair. Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you been inside Geller Hall at all?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we've stolen some stuff from them. Wick, in addition to the little gold, like little tiny shaved bits of gold, the one coin that you have bossed me around to be in the bottom there. There
I
are
just wanted to
also...
know, like, how much gold?
Oh, I see. There's also a fair bit of like jewelry and other really fancy looking trinkets in there.
Like 90 gold's worth.
He's trying to pay
Sure.
me back.
I'm trying to pay you back.
Let me roll.
Can I give you this bag and we'll
hang
call
on.
it even?
roll me 2d100.
I would love to roll you 2d100.
2.
There you go.
122.
The total value once you can get it appraised. But bear in mind, you work for Galler Hall, and a lot of this stuff is from Galler Hall and other establishments of the city.
I
think
didn't he
you know
also
that-
promise to return the vases as well.
The vases are broken. The gold filament is not broken. But I don't care about money.
That's also like
Wow.
really good. It's really high quality stuff that you could use to make your own little doodads. You know, you're a gold dude.
I am a gold dude, yeah, for sure. But I'd never work with stolen material unless I could reshape it real. Oh, no. I look at the orc. How's he looking? Is he okay?
Yeah, what's going on with him?
Sussed out.
Look, clearly you all have a lot to talk about. Deputy Inquisitors. I didn't quite see that there. You're gonna handle the arrest then?
What's your name, buddy?
I'm Treelor.
And Treelor, how did you
What
find
happened?
yourself in the company of these suspect people?
They all four of the Selkie of the Merry Magpies just kind of like looking around, and he's like, well, I was about to open up shop this morning when I found that they had broken their way in, and they told me to close down shop for today, so I had all the staff go home. They said they needed some supplies, and that if I didn't, it would be bad news.
You threatened a man instead of offering to pay him with your ill-gotten gains.
You get a shrug from Chitterchin.
You're a shitter.
It's pretty standard.
It's Chitter.
Whatever.
No, you
come out here, I'm gonna give
definitely
you a
mispronounced
briefing.
it. It's Chitter.
You're gonna be.
I
I'm
think he's mispronouncing it on purpose to throw shade and be like, you shitter.
No, but you see, today we're pronouncing things correctly, he says, for some strange reason.
Oh my god.
Understood.
So, okay. I'm gonna.
In the petty table.
What else can you tell us? Because this is really, really important. And again, I can't stress to you enough how much I don't care about what you've stolen. Aside from that ruby. Because that's really what we were after. That is a being. That is a person.
I need a parlay from you, Cacophony. Because you all have something that they want.
Oh, yeah?
Their bag of money? Yeah, I bet.
Can I leverage the nice medicinal care I'm administering to the injured guy?
Yeah, you can aid or interfere.
Can I interfere because I will murder them all without a second thought if they get uppity?
So at a key moment, I will like pull tight a bandage and make this guy whimper.
Okay, so that's an 8. They will do what you ask, but they need some concrete assurance of your promise right now. And they say, look, we're happy to tell you what we know, Cacophony. You and I go way back. And if you really don't care about everything else that was taken, besides the ruby, we'll just, want to make sure that we, that you don't care in actuality.
I'm going to reach into the bag, the duffel bag, and I'm going to grab a chunk of whatever, and I'm going to just chuck it at them and be like, okay, you hold on to that, and then we'll give you the rest after we're done talking to you, okay?
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna. You now have 72 gold worth of coin worth of material. Wick. Cacophony has just thrown.
Give the bag to Cacophony then.
Oh, okay.
I consider this as repayment, so whatever she gives away is now her bribe money.
Oh, excellent! I love that.
I legit do not care.
I love that. That's so good.
I'll just steal more.
We're gonna
It's
have to
fine.
revisit that later, so that Cacophony knows that. All right, what do you want to know, Deputy Inquisitor?
So, Do you guys have any ideas, or do you want to?
So what we should find out is, but I don't think they'd actually know this, is who actually committed the crime.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's attached to the Bard concert, which sucks. Honestly, that's actually kind of sad. I was really hoping it was the curators. So if we could get a name, that'd be super helpful.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm gonna blame it on this freaking yellow-eyed god person who's just a
Right.
piece of shit.
Look,
Walk us through your theft. Walk us through your whole day leading up to when we found you just now. We need, if you think it's irrelevant, it's not. What happened?
yeah, there was quite the strange scene at the amphitheater, and they're referring to Salience Amphitheater, where the Bard concert took place, but 2 nights ago. We heard that the concert was going on, and we were kind of casing the joint early on. The crowd was going wild. There was a lot of energy, and we just kind of like hung back and let things kind of naturally get to a climactic point. And then something really strange happened. The cheering got really... The cheering came in waves and waves, and then suddenly it didn't, and something felt a little strange. So we went in. And lo and behold, we come upon a crowd that's cheering, and there's no one on the goddamn stage. There's no bard. We don't know what's up, but the people, they're just in there. They're just screaming and shouting and having a merry old time. People dancing, people grooving, having a great time. Seemed like a great concert, except there's no one playing. It's the strangest thing.
Oh, they were bewitched.
Sure. That seems like a very plausible explanation to me, says Cheddar Chin.
Interesting.
For some reason, nobody seemed to mind us picking their pockets. No one seemed the wiser. And it did seem a little easy to us. It occurred to me these people do seem a little bit bewitched. And so we were just taking money out of their pockets left and right. And then we figure, well, if there's no talent, maybe we'll go in the back room and see what's going on there. We got back there, and there's the bard hanging out in their room. And they got the biggest, fattest ruby I've ever seen. Just sitting there on the table. And they're like bandaging some wounds up themselves, and fella here. Nope. Who's the injured one? Duster. Duster got the bright idea to sneak in there and take the ruby. Problem is, the bard saw it, and damn, that bard, they're serious. They came after Duster, cut him up real bad, but we managed to get out.
And you got the ruby.
Got the ruby. We figured we'd head on out, try and get out of here, but Duster, he was too injured, so we thought we'd lay low.
And you're sure it was the bard? You saw the yellow eyes.
Yeah. They were elf, pale skin, cloak.
Dead sexy.
Just very, very sexy.
Okay.
And yellow eyes.
Not orc.
No.
The bard's
an elf, my friend.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you remember, but an orc was the one who bewitched your boy Carnot, or Carnal.
We don't know that for sure. All we know is that there was
No,
a figure that had the yellow eyes, and it was going towards the mirror, no?
I am pretty sure in the vision. I mean, we could run the VOD if you want, but
That is correct.
I know. I had an
It
orc.
was a yellow-eyed orc that moved into the mirror.
Orc demanded the ruby, gave the elder ruby. Carnal attacked the woman and stabbed her.
So, a yellow-eyed orc, and the bard is also yellow-eyed. Are they the same person, or are they two people working in tandem?
Or two people possessed by the same thing.
Shape shifting.
Yep.
Ooh, There we go.
Possession.
All right,
Mind
so this
control,
is
yeah.
just this is more questions, but this has been helpful. Okay, and then after you escaped, the bard didn't chase you. You got away.
Oh,
Nobody gave chase.
They
Nobody.
chased us, but
Okay.
the bard is sexy. The bard can play. The bard can bewitch a crowd apparently, but the bard can't fly.
I see.
Neither
and-
can I right now, says Duster. Oh, could you bandage this wing too?
You'll be fine.
Oh.
Don't get too close. He's definitely trying to pick your pocket.
He definitely reaches his other hand back very slowly from your direction, Basil.
Basil, how much coin do you have on your character sheet? And why is it incorrect?
I have not touched your sheet.
Oh, okay. I had to go
Oh.
check.
I definitely could have.
Basil swats his hand away and gets some healing herb oils on one of his hands and just like pats the face of this Selkie and just says, "Hold still."
No, it hurts.
Oh my God!
It's
this
definitely
guy.
Tom Haverford whiny vibes.
Oh God!
All right, the bards are next point of interest.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving up that information. Also, try not to work over one area too thoroughly because we've been getting reports from everybody that they've been getting thefts all over. The whole point is that you're
Yeah.
in and you're out and you move on.
Yeah,
Now get the hell out of here.
I gotta... If I'm being real with you, Cacophony, things back at Squawkland are not good. We really could have used this score, but professional deferment and
You
professional...
want to become a
courtesy.
soldier?
What's
Who are
that?
you?
You want to be paid an honest wage?
They're not interested in joining your army.
We're not soldiers.
All
You
right,
need a-
if you
you
go to
need
the
someone to
hollows, you're
get-
wanted men.
you need
Don't
someone
go to
to-
the hollows.
Get in and out, pilfer something from someone, or
We might consider
we're your
that.
guy.
Cacophony, as we leave, will you also give them shit that we found them this fucking quick? Like, can you just
Right?
shit on your rivals for not
Yes.
covering your tracks?
Like, you made it so easy for us to find you. Like, your friend who was bleeding left a trail of blood. It's like
Time
you
out.
don't even care.
He definitely did not.
Time
wait,
out.
a
We
fucking
found
rat.
this
A fucking
information
rat
from
told
a
us how to
fucking
get it.
rat. Yeah, a talking rat.
No, for
No
sure.
one would have found them if not for ya boy
Oh, I know.
Scratch. Okay?
No, I know. Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
gonna get that mouse.
You all
and
don't
he's
get
coming
Scratch
with
a
us.
little mini deputy badge. I'm fucking
Oh,
quitting.
We are.
absolutely
no,
should
he's
get
coming
one.
with us. He's
But
the
I'm
new
not-
cardinal.
I'm not going to tell them that.
Scratch
I'm
is gonna
gonna-
ride around in the skull on Chives'
Oh
horn,
my
like,
God.
Oh,
you know?
fuck yeah.
Scratch,
no.
you're coming with us.
And
I'm
then
not
on
gonna
Scratch
tell
is
my
going to be a
rivals.
little bacteria that rides right behind his ear.
No,
I
it's
love
gonna
it.
be a flea, and then it's a virus. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna let them sweat it out though and be like, you left a trail of like feathers and shit all over the place. It was so easy to find you. You don't even know.
Hey. Cacophony, can I talk to you over here for a sec?
Do I have to? Okay.
Look. He pulls you off to the side. He's like, look, I get it. I get that I fucked up. I'm leading these guys, but you don't understand how tough things are right now with Squawkland.
What's going on? Are you okay? So who's the kingpin that you are bringing all of these spoils back for that you don't even get to keep? If I'm guessing right, what's
Look.
going on?
Look, Squawkland, it's really bad. The Rust brothers came a couple months ago, and they started burning. And I just want to paint a picture for you, Cacophony, of what this means when he says they started burning. I've been thinking about what Squawkland represents as a settlement, as a city, and how it's different for Selkie, who can fly. You know all of those really, really large willow trees I've been describing here and there around the Ravenlands? Squawkland is the, like, Yggdrasil of the willow trees. It is a world tree. It is so massive that it is itself is a home to the Selkie. There is, the large trunk that weaves up and down, and there are homes and rooms that have been carved out of the trunk. And that is where the upper class, the high caste Selkies live, the pure Selkie that can shift fully both ways. Along the branches, there are more carved out homes and buildings, settlements, places to live, and that's where, like, the middle caste live. And then hanging down, the weeping willow, like, kind of like mini branches, where all the leaves are, those are yet still big enough to carve out homes. And at the very bottom, where it's really much thinner, at least nests. And that is where the lower caste live. And that is where, like, the Merry Magpies, your former crew, and many other just in general lower caste live. Yeah, they definitely pulled a James Cameron Avatar. Apparently the Rust brothers showed up, and where the weeping willows, the weeping branches where the lower caste live that touch to the ground, excuse me, they lit on fire. And so Chitterchin describes how the elite cast made a decision to cut the branches and drop the homes of so many hundreds of people, hundreds of Selkie that now are homeless, displaced, and really don't know what to do. And so he has taken his crew out into the Ravenlands to try and survive, make wealth, take it elsewhere to sell, buy supplies, all with the hope that they can return to Squawkland with, a big enough score to afford somewhere in the middle caste, and kind of, like, buy their way in, even though they aren't really welcome.
I think that, okay, so that's fucking terrible, first of all. They're a bunch of, like, monsters for doing that. 1. 2, I think that if you are displaced and you are looking for somewhere to go, where people aren't total fucking monsters, we retook Whaler's Hold.
You have not.
Didn't we? I thought the dwarves were there.
No, that's where they want, like, that's where you all are recruiting armies.
Where are the dwarves at? Where are the dwarves at?
They're at the Hollows. They came to you all because they want to attack Whaler's Hold.
But we were up in the mountains.
Yeah, they're living in the gold mine.
Shaft.
The gold mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever.
No, it's good. I just want to make sure that was not misrepresented.
I got you. I know. Just, like, I remember, like, we were in, like, caves and stuff, and, like, we were underground.
Yeah.
So, like, okay. So there are places, though, that are safe.
Oh, Shannon, we lost your audio.
How about now?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. There are places you can go where people are decent, but you can't steal from them. You can't be a total shithead. Like, that's my job.
Are you Come on.
So,
Come on.
Still, you can go to the gold mines and maybe the Hollows if they'll have you. But there are places further west, away from Squawkland, that aren't total shit. So,
yeah,
I would get away.
They're gonna treat my boys okay.
If you aren't a bunch of turd burglars, and if Dusty quits trying to steal from people, look, he's just really bad at it. Like, he's gonna get caught, and they're gonna rip all his feathers out. So, just
oh my god,
We're in a state of war right now. It might not be like active, but
Yeah, I hear
we're
that.
prepping for like the final battle.
I heard the Hollows was hot spot right now. You sure that's a safe and welcoming place to be?
Oh shit, he's heard of us.
Oh, Shannon, we lost your audio again.
God damn it. How's that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you now.
Okay. I was gonna say it's more welcoming than the people of Squawkland are gonna be to you. Like I say, if they're trying to cut you loose, then like fuck them, right? Like, why are you trying to get back into a community that so obviously was like ready to let you die? Like, I understand the Hollows. Yes, it is a hot spot right now, and yes, we've caught the eye of the Rust brothers, and they hate us just as much as they hate you guys. But you know, if you'll be our allies, then we'll be your allies, and that's really how it works right now.
All right. Well, we were heading out of here anyway, so maybe we'll go check it out. And if things get too hot, maybe we'll dip. But you know, if it's safe enough for now, I appreciate it, Cacophony.
And you can actually make a decent living there, like as a potions master. Like if I recall, you were actually very good at making potions. If I have to begrudgingly give you a compliment, which I will, I know that you're really good at poison and potions and stuff. So like, you could do that, and you could do worse, right?
He like
It's
notices
a
like
job.
a couple vials on your belt. It's like, yeah.
So
Maybe we could talk. Maybe we could share notes sometime.
okay.
Or you know,
fine.
worst comes to worst, I can make shovel heads. He looks over your shoulder at Wick. Looks like they're a hot commodity.
I
Here.
face down 2 gods. Do you think I am taking any of your shit?
He's so sassy right now. He needs a nap and he needs to eat something. So we're gonna get out of your hair.
I start channeling hell. Just around.
He's very sassy. Don't mind him, but get the hell out of here and be safe, and tell Dusty to like work on his nimble fingers. He sucks. He really sucks.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And hey, I heard what happened to your brother and how that all went down. I just want to say that really sucks. And I would never have put any of my boys in that position that they put you in.
You're obviously a better person than the people I used to think were cool, I guess. They're all dead now, so
Was that
Don't-
your, I heard that was your doing.
Yep.
Okay.
as
Well,
soon as I could, as soon as I was able to, I made sure that they suffered, and I didn't lose any sleep over it. And you shouldn't either. So
well, I'll pray to Raven that Dandelion and Shovel Boy over here don't incur your wrath, because if they do, God's help them.
oh, you're so sweet. All right, get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, good luck with your investigation, deputy investigator, deputy. I don't, whatever, inquisitor, whatever they call it.
Inquisitor? Thank you. Look at how shiny my badge is. You're just jealous. It's fine.
All right.
I make sure that when he called me Dandelion, I point out that in addition to bandaging Duster, I have woven flowers into his feathers as well.
You look so pretty.
Fella Flap is like, looks pretty good. You can you do that to some of mine? Oh, we're going? Okay, sorry. Nice to make your acquaintance. See you next time.
All right.
And they will like kind of like pull up Duster and kind of walk him out, and they will start heading towards the wall as they head out.
I'm gonna throw them their duffel.
Okay, yeah, perfect. They will take their 122 gold with them. But you have the ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came for.
All right.
So we got some good information, but it is also very confusing information. Okay, so let's just like recap, right?
It was the
Yeah.
bard.
We got a shapeshifter who's the bard and an orc of some kind.
Right.
Or
Or it could be two people working in concert because we know that the wizard who begot the bard was very prolific. So it could be two of them. That's still a possibility.
I don't know how genealogy works, but if an elf has sex with a orc, was that a half orc or a half elf or both?
That's a
We
great question.
we have learned that no matter who, like no matter the kin of the other species, if an elf bears a child from another kin, that it is half elf in the way that Basil is. Like Basil's father is a dwarf, and Basil does not look like he has any dwarf features.
I thought he was a human.
That's what we thought until we discovered his, mixed origins.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to play the semantics game, to be perfectly honest.
Fair
with
enough.
you.
Okay.
Half orc.
So either it's a shapeshifter who is both the bard and the orc that we saw or that they saw from their vision, or it's two people who are siblings working in tandem. But we got the ruby back, so one mystery solved. That's coming with us, so we're good there.
Jostle my shovels.
So you want to go? So Wick, you want to go check out the bard? See if we
I
can
was
find
actually
him.
going to head over there after lunch to do our catch up, but that got interrupted last session. So I guess that's a good thing, all in all. Because I'd be 1v1ing her to the death probably right now. Her, him, I'm not actually sure.
Look at their androgynous.
The bard uses they them.
Cool.
Love it. So let's get Wick a Sammy. Let's get him a sandwich.
Oh, I ate that whole rosary chicken. That wooden steak of a... You could really taste the cortisol as it feared God.
All right. So you're good. Then let's go seek the bard. Let's go see if we can't get some answers.
Okay.
I don't know if that is wise, actually. Can we talk about that for a moment?
Sure, let's talk about that. It's already 9:00. We skipped way past
We have
our
an hour
break
left.
time. All right, we're back. So, the Merry Magpies are leaving town. You all have the Elder Ruby. You have a lot of information to advance the investigation, even though we weren't doing the Sherlock Holmes stuff that we've been doing. So when Brian gets back, we'll definitely be able to dive right back into that with even more information. Brian's notes incomplete. He won't be able to handle it. So what's next for y'all?
Hi, Brian. Vaude Brian. I don't know. I don't want to go fight this guy if he can enchant an audience. And we have the thing that they want.
It does feel like maybe they'll try to kill us. Should we ferret the ruby away then before we go? We don't have to confront them in a way that suggests violence. I know that that's like our...
We're here to solve the mystery, not catch the crook. So I'm honestly all about these orcs going and enforcing their own laws rather than us taking that.
Do you all recall why the orcs gave you the deadline to complete the investigation? Like what their
Capital punishment. Make a
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure I made that clear last time.
Yep.
Yeah, but good luck with that, right? Your your criminal can summon demons, Chief. Like, just gonna catch him like it's freaking Law and Order. No.
All right. So where do you all want to head next, or are there any scenes anyone wants to have with another character or an NPC?
I'd love to go let the florists know what became of their vases as well as the tavern.
What exactly do you tell them?
That the which group?
Either.
Um,
What do you tell the florists?
the florist will return some ceramic dust that we retained from the duffel bag, and apologize. Tell them that the bulk of the funds are going to resist Rust Brother genocide in Squawkland. So unfortunately, they cannot be retrieved. But you know, uh, we we'll inform the Galler Hall, Inquisitor people to let them know that you were victim of these thieves. We confirm the case.
Briar Holiday's just gonna be like, what the and Mila Holiday's gonna interrupt him and be like, we really should look into this insurance thing. Thank you very much, Deputy
Yes,
Inquisitor.
definitely get insured. Find a money, some merchants who will cover you and go forward. And I hand them some woven flower crowns that I made along the way.
Oh, these are really cute. Do you like how many do you think you could produce in a week? And they'll like start talking shop with you about sourcing like, oh, I think lots of women bring like their kids in here. This would be really popular with the kid, and they just like start spitballing, like.
Let me. There's a artisan who is fallen on some hard times. Who lives around the corner named Scratch, and he may be able to
Oh.
help make these for you. So let me go see if I can
Oh,
offer a
do
deal
we
with him
know-
and his family.
do we know
We're
a
gonna
Scratch,
try to
honey?
make this the rat do a ratatouille and like control them with their hair, make flower crowns. Is that the play?
Love that.
The rat
Yes.
empire that lives underneath the orc empire.
I'm trying to get Scratch and his people a job and a new source of income for the victims of the Selkie thieves. So
Oh my god,
The rats, they're fine.
fantastic!
Okay.
All right.
I want to have a scene with Cacophony.
All right, where are you all having this scene, and what are you
I
doing?
kind of want to rewind just a little bit.
Sure.
So, like the bathhouse where we're like waving off Veselki as they fly off or do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just mention. So the debt's been repaid.
According to who?
Me. I gave you 122 coins worth of stolen merchandise.
Did we talk about it prior?
No.
Is this what we agreed upon?
Yes.
The debt has not been paid.
I gave you 122 GP.
You still owe me all of the gold that you owed me. Minus the ones
Yeah.
that I waived so that I could slap you in the face. That's different. This was
I'm
not.
sorry.
We didn't talk about this beforehand. You didn't say, "Hey, by the way, I'm paying you back." Like there was no
You're
verbal
right.
agreement.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I do not
We didn't
accept.
talk about that.
I do not accept. You still owe me money.
Understand. I do not know.
I will be stealing from you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I love that you've already updated your bond. Repaid 122 coin off a 90 coin debt.
Yep. What she did with it was up to her.
Perfect.
I pat her on the back.
You are a shyster, and I will get you back, buddy.
You can try. I menacingly laugh.
I look at you like you're crazy.
Yikes.
Okay.
All right. What else?
I don't know.
I need something for Basil. Basil, you and I need it. We need a bro out. We need to go eat shish kebabs or curry together. After our lunch was interrupted.
Back to the curry stall.
Yep,
All right, Chives will come with us as well.
that's fine.
He'll
It's assumed at this point.
And he'll actually wait for real food instead of just grabbing whatever he wants.
Oh god. I want to
Well-
interview Basil and get the story because, you know, human Wick thought Basil was human or just disproportionate, but now apparently he's a half elf and he's also a dwarf or something. I gotta know. Basil, tell me your life story.
I mean, you've heard it. As far as I knew, I was a human up until very recently. So, you're learning a lot of it with me. The fawn told me that I was a human, so I crunch. I've been learning this. This is all new.
Someone just linked something.
Nick commented that you were also a human until recently,
I
so
was also
you
a
have
human.
some experience of that transformation and new.
Yeah, but I wasn't really born like that, right? This sort of happened against my will. Or it happened after I had almost died. So, not the same. How's your mother? I saw you were bitter at her briefly, but I was trying to get a ghost out of my brain. So, I was a little distracted. You'll forgive me, I hope.
Of course, I'm sure she means well. I am still not sure if the elf people who rejected me are the people I want to truly join, but I will keep helping their cause since it is effectively my cause too. By the way, I'll happily hang on to that Elder Ruby for you unless you want to keep it.
I'm gonna hold on to it. Not that I don't trust you, but the fact that I can obscure it with armor. And then, you know, they'll check my bag, but they're not gonna check the armor, right?
Mm. It's the armor
I
that
don't.
Lucerin didn't check.
I'm sorry? Oh. Did I tell everyone that I killed him already? I thought
No,
I
but
only told his wife.
Basil's still very suspicious
That's fine.
because he caught your inconsistency back in the Hollows.
This is true.
You perjured yourself.
I'm gonna deflect and go with the mom route instead. You know, you were telling me about your mother just now, and that's not too far off from what is going on with mine either. No, we don't really talk about her in the Wick family, but she just took dodged out of town once she realized the family was cutting her out, and she went to go search for her husband. Well, baby daddy, is that the correct phrase?
Your real father.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's not like I have a substitute one either. Let's be real. Like there's Grandpa, I guess, but fucking Rick. What a piece of work.
He is quite the character.
Yeah.
Where do you think your mother is now?
Wherever the taxmen go when they collect. Undoubtedly. So, I hear there's a city. I don't know if the Rust Prince is still a thing. Maybe that's where all the wealth that these rusty boys are harvesting go to. Maybe it's Whaler's Hold. That's a stronghold, but you know, it's more like a military place where a fucking god is apparently. So I don't know if she'd be there for 15 years.
Fun fact: if you watch our this channel's new show, The Grim Streets of Alderstone, you know that a shitload of stuff that the Rust Brothers are taking from other settlements are going back to their capital city and being melted down.
You know, I'm not saying this out of jealousy, but if you can have a positive relationship with someone who is in your family, I just found out how great that is. I'm not gonna lie, this happened like 2 weeks back when I finally managed to have any positive interaction with the Moss family. So I don't know if I don't know what your feelings are about the elves. I know you guys like feelings so much.
It's worth thinking about. Thank you.
I know it's free advice that was
Crunch.
unasked. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
trying
no,
to
no.
connect with you.
It's welcome advice. Thank you. It's good things to ponder on.
I stare at him unblinkingly.
I turn my head just slightly to reveal Chives in the distance over my shoulder, staring right back at you.
There's like this telepathic bond between us of like, we're the same, you and I. No, well,
I do think my bond with Cacophony might be resolved as well, Nick, which is to collaborate on making safer and more cautious and stealthy decisions.
Excellent. We will revisit XP stuff when we conclude the
Got it. Okay.
investigation. Yeah,
Didn't know if we were looking at bonds. Got it.
that's good. That's good though. You should start thinking about what that new bond will be.
Continue to make safer decisions.
Fair. Okay. All right. How?
And I guess we go to the tavern and let them know as well that they're not getting their money back, but that they should talk to the florists across the street about decorating rooms with new flower wreaths.
You want to tell me how to run my business?
Yes, I do, racist, and I jab his collarbone again.
Ugh. Bitch. Ugh. Hey, Sheila, we're gonna build these rooms to Galler Hall. Write that down. Fuck these
Definitely
deputy inquisitor motherfuckers.
Yeah, definitely put the bill on your government.
Yep.
Your NPCs are so spicy. I love it. They're always like, they're such potty mouths.
I've been feeling spicy, so you know. Okay.
I love it.
All right. Yeah, I think oh boy. God, Wick, you have so much going on. Wick, I want to talk to you with one of Rust, Vale,
we could have like a group therapy session and just bring in like
just like everyone that's in your head is just all gonna sit down with you.
Yeah.
Have a dinner
The
party.
ghosts.
Ooh, that would be an
the
interesting
dragon
exercise.
spirit that wants to murder me now. Yeah, no, it's fine.
The dragon spirit.
We freed
You brought that on
the
yourself.
dragon.
We freed
That was
him,
100% you're doing. I'm still mad at you about that. I wanted a dragon.
You know what? So was you giving away 122 coins. So I think
Yep.
we're even. I still think we're even. Got her. Oh, got him in chat.
We never discussed that prior. You still
know-
owe me money.
You're right, but we did discuss the dragon, thanks to me. Got her again.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kill him in his sleep. I'm gonna poison this man. I'm gonna
okay.
do it.
Let's see here. What's this? Hang on one sec.
PvP right now? Are we 1v1?
Oh no. So yeah, you've got Rust, Vale, Francois, your Blade, all.
Oh, Blade sentient now too.
No,
Shit.
it's not sentient, but Vale fucked with it when he kind of like ripped it out of you.
Say lobby.
And I'm trying to figure out how to like show that to you. You're noticing every time you make a threat at someone, I think you're feeling like the blade egging you on. Like it is thirsty for death.
Nice.
And I think you threatening those thieves who were in a very vulnerable position and not really like looking for a fight.
They took a hostage, Chief. If that's not looking for a fight, I don't know what is.
That's looking to get out.
I'll tell the FBI that.
Okay.
In the negotiating team.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think yeah, you're starting to notice that. And I think there was like an apex moment right before you killed the troll. Because it had probably been a while since you had killed with that blade. I think the last person you would have killed with it would have been Iron Brother Bishop. And we passed like a month at least between then and now.
Yeah, but I was riding a high, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's lonely.
Yeah, so since we're kind of stalling for when Brian gets back next week, or wait, don't we have someone out next week?
Oh my god.
Do we have someone out
Who
next
is it?
week? Is that Andy? Or am I making that up?
As far as I know, I'm here next week.
Okay, great. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Maybe this will be a good place to stop then for tonight.
Yeah, we're back to having lunch in the square, and Merrick comes back to join us, I assume.
Yeah, after whatever the fuck he was doing.
He
So
was meditating somewhere in a field.
Yeah. So next time we'll just kind of recap everything we know. We'll catch Brian up on what we learned this week. I have written down here that all of you still need to finish your second round of questions, and then we'll do a third round and see where that leaves us. And then we will answer some questions and wrap up the arc, and then move on.
Seek some inquisitorial justice.
Okay.
Do that in 20 minutes next time, right?
Sure. We can try and do
To
that.
the real game. Let's speed run it.
Fair. All right. So we'll call it for tonight. Any plugs or anything anyone has for the good of the order before we sign off for today?
Nope.
Be
Not
safe.
from me.
Be safe, everybody.
Check out this channel on Friday. Are you still doing stuff on Friday with Bill Man?
It's like sporadic
okay.
days. It's mostly gonna probably be Fridays. I think our next one is gonna be July 1st and then July 15th. If you're a member of the Discord server, I just added a bunch of like events to the Discord event calendar.
Nice.
So you'll be able to track it there. But yeah, we're in the middle of a prison heist or prison break in Grim Streets of Alderstone, and they have been rolling so fucking well on this mission. They've been ignoring all of my threats, and like I think
what you do.
Yeah, I sat the warden in a room with them when someone who was supposed to recognize one of their characters and out them like got placed in the same room, and they just like crit on both rolls. So the person didn't recognize them, and the warden was like, "Yep, I'm gonna leave you to interrogate this dude. Have a great time." Ha ha ha. If he's dead when I get back, shrug. Yeah,
Jeez.
it's oh my god, the rolls. But Millman just possessed. Oh god, I'm doing spoilers, aren't I? I shouldn't do that.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Whoopsie.
Tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Millman has done some really fucking crazy shit, even for an Aussie. So, if that's not a plug for that show, I don't know what it is.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Yeah. Check out John Tumgin John Tumgin Master.
Plugging Tums coming this April. New Tums. All right. They were squishy. Now they're even harder than before.
They should sponsor you. Why don't they sponsor you?
I'm gonna tweet at them on your behalf, John. All
Thank
right.
you.
We've
I
been
do
Fable
not do
Table. Check us out every Wednesday for this show, and occasionally on Fridays for other stuff. And as always, please let people know who you think would enjoy this content about us. We would love to have more people in our community. Have a great rest of your day, week, month, year, whatever's going on. We wish you the best. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night. Mhm.